Real Madrid became the first football club to pass 1 billion euros in annual revenue and then climbed again to 1.1 billion in 24-25, excluding player sales. The key question is not simply why Madrid are rich. It's how the club built several revenue engines that strengthen each other. The stadium, sponsorship, global retail, media attention, and sporting success. From a business perspective, this matters because it changes recurring revenue, investment capacity, and the level of financial risk carried into future seasons. The renovated Bernabeu is no longer only a matchday venue. Premium hospitality, stadium tours, retail, concerts, and corporate events allow the building to earn on many more days. A retractable roof and upgraded event infrastructure increases scheduling flexibility. Madrid have turned the stadium from a place that hosts football into a platform that sells entertainment, access, and experiences. The strategic advantage is not the headline figure alone. It is how this part of the model connects sporting performance, commercial demand, and long-term planning. Matchday revenue reached 233 million euros, while commercial revenue reached 594 million. Those figures show why Madrid are less dependent on domestic television than many rivals. Sponsors buy predictable global visibility, and premium customers pay for sacred experiences. The same global audience that watches the team also buys shirts, visits the stadium, and makes partnership inventory more valuable. There is also a risk. If the assumption fails, fixed costs and expectations remain, so the football and business departments must stay aligned. Madrid have long understanding that elite players create value beyond goals. A global superstar can raise shirt sales, social reach, sponsors' interest, and international relevance. Sporting success then creates more attention, which improves commercial negotiations and funds the next generation of players. The football department and the business department are not separate. They operate as one commercial flywheel. For supporters, the consequences is visible on the pitch because recurring income can fund players and facilities, while poor execution creates expensive commitments. Real Madrid are not controlled by a billionaire owner or a sovereign wealth fund. The club belongs to its members, so ambition must be financed through the institution's own economic power. That structure creates pressure to keep revenue growing and costs controlled. It also means the stadium and brand are strategic necessities because there is no owner expected to cover unlimited losses. From a business perspective, this matters because it changes recurring revenue, investment capacity, and the level of financial risk carried into future seasons. Madrid reported a 24 million net profit in 24-25. The margin is small compared to the revenue because football clubs reinvest heavily in players, wages, facilities, and operations. The objective is not to maximize profit like a conventional corporation. It is to remain financially strong enough to invest aggressively without losing control of the balance sheet. The strategic advantage is not the headline figure alone, it is how part of the model connects sporting performance, commercial demand, and long-term planning. The Bernabeu redevelopment required major financing. New income must justify construction costs and long-term debt service. If events, hospitality, or premium demand underperform, the stadium can become a fixed financial burden. Madrid's scale provides protection, but not immunity. The business still depends on filling the building, maintaining pricing power, and staying relevant at the top of European football. There is also a risk. If the assumptions fail, fixed costs and expectations remain, so the football and business departments must stay aligned. Madrid can monetize supporters who never visit Spain. E-commerce, licensing, digital memberships, tours, and international partners turn global attention into transactions. The club is effectively selling identity across continents. This gives Madrid a market for larger than its local population and allows new signings or trophies to create immediate worldwide commercial moments. For supporters, the consequence is visible on the pitch because recurring income can fund players and facilities while poor execution creates expensive commitments. Other clubs can renovate stadiums, sign famous players, or improve sponsorship teams, but they cannot manufacture Madrid's history and accumulated attention overnight. The hardest asset to copy is not the roof or the hospitality lounge. It is a brand built through decades of trophies, iconic players, and global distribution. That intangible history lowers commercial risk and increases pricing power. From a business perspective, this matters because it changes recurring revenue, investment capacity, and the level of financial risk carried into future seasons. Real Madrid's 1.1 billion revenue is not one giant check. It is the result of a connected system, a year-round stadium, commercial partnerships, global retail, star power, and sporting credibility. Each system makes the other stronger. That is why Madrid are not only one of the football's biggest clubs, they are its most advanced revenue machine. The strategic advantage is not the headline figure alone, it is how part of the model connects sporting performance, commercial demand, and long-term planning.